Is that you? Oh, baby, so.
So what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the JeffMan316 custom YouTube channel. I'm your host as always, JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter, and welcome to what's going to be a little tribute video. I didn't have time to throw anything together well produced, but I wanted to get something out there on video as my tribute to the great actor that we lost this week, Fred Ward. If you're not aware, Fred died this week and he was 79 years old. I wanted to give you a few choices of movies that I remember him in. He's had a lot more memorable roles as far as the popularity, but these are movies that over the years either I watched growing up or I watched later and learned to love. And the first one is a movie that my father loved and got me into it. It's Clint Eastwood classic, Escape from Alcatraz. Fred plays a career criminal that ends up in Alcatraz with Clint Eastwood, and then they end up planning the daring escape together. I think his gruff exterior, Fred played his character to a T. He looked like he would really be believable as somebody that would be in there with Clint Eastwood.
What's the movie this weekend?
Some cowboy piece of shit. Hey, at least they could show us a gangster movie.
The next movie, as Fred got older, one of the things I thought he was good at is he was still a good character actor, even though he might not be the main star of movies. But he played like really gruff, overbearing parents. And one of the movies that I remember him the most in is Road Trip. This is the unrated version of the Blu-ray that I've got. But yeah, I forget the name of the character. But the young guy there, the really skinny boy, he played his overbearing father and ends up tracking him down while they're on this road trip. If you haven't seen this movie, it's really funny. And I recommend it. Not just Fred Ward doesn't have a major role in it, but it's really memorable, the father figure that he plays in it.
You remember this kid?
No, sure don't.
All right, let me ask you once more. Have you seen my son?
Al, now that you mention it, there were a few guys in here. If you loosen my arm, I could get their bill for you.
Use your other arm.
The obvious choice that everybody remembers him from is Tremors, and I've got the attack pack here that's got the first 4 movies on it. Fred Ward was the star of the first 2, and so the cool thing about it was he was played the sidekick more role to Kevin Bacon, or at least his partner in the first one. And man, the banter back and forth between those two guys is amazing. So it's almost like a buddy sci-fi creature feature. So everybody, if you love Tremors, if you haven't seen it, you need to go out and watch it.
You little asswipe. You don't knock it off, you're gonna be shitting this basketball. Pardon my French.
But the cool thing about it was Kevin Bacon didn't return in the second one, but Fred Ward did, and he actually took over as more of the lead in that one. And just because of the lovable character he was, I think that movie is often doesn't get the same respect as the first one, but I think it should, because I like watching the first 2 back to back usually. So check out Fred Ward not only in Tremors but in Tremors 2.
Hit it! Hit it! Hit it! Hit it, girl! 50 G's, baby! 50 G's! Oh. Told you.
I forgot.
And then the last movie I'm going to mention is a movie that I picked up on a recent movie hunt. It was actually not in stores but on Amazon. Remo Williams' The Adventure Begins. A lot of people don't remember this movie. It stars Fred Ward, and it's got Wilford Brimley in it, actually, with his famous mustache. Look, there it is on the back. And it also stars Joel Grey, who plays the character. Joel Grey is an Asian, but he plays the Asian character that ends up training Remo Williams. But this is a really overlooked movie from the 80s, and I think it's a really cool. It's like a fish out of water type of thing, because he was a New York City cop who woke up and had his face changed. I don't want to spoil the plot if you haven't seen it, but And then they train him to be like, you know, a super secret agent type of thing. So I just picked this up if you watch one of my movie hunts. And I picked it up off Amazon and was showcasing it on there, so I haven't watched it.
My pleasure. Down is easy.
Hey, what happened?
You rely on what you know, not what you see.
There are some choices for movies starring Fred Ward, a great character actor, some really memorable roles over the years, and so Fred, you will be missed. So until next time, boys and girls, this is JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter, signing out saying, you guys be safe out there.
Smile.